Well, I'm pretty sure I wasted $200 to go and make this AILOREN sword, which is at +4 by the way, and for all you Bishop staff and Star staff users out there, I actually sacrificed those legendary weapons to go and get it to this point. And for you Angel Bow users out there, consider yourself lucky because I still hung on to that one and chose to sacrifice those other two. But a quick side note, I guess after the whole test server and some of the streams of the test server, a lot of people are thinking that I myself and the admins, Dad and Rain, and even a lot of the mod staff are actually Habby staff. And none of us are. I make videos on this game, and all those guys, they pretty much manage the Discord, and we've all tried to go and help out to make this game better. And luckily for me, this was the first time I actually got access to that test server to really be able to test some of these things out and see how well they do. But unfortunately, we're not Habby staff, and really the closest I've even gotten to something like that was I did have a couple of my videos that they bought contracts for to own the rights for a couple of months. But that wasn't even for this game right here. That was for like Survivor.io and Snaker. So back to this AILOREN sword. How did I waste this money? I mean, I guess I didn't waste it. I'll be able to reuse it at some point. But I went over to the Habby store, got 220,000 worth of jade, came over here and then went down to the packs and bought 60 of that energy cube. Now, because I did have all those levels sitting on my Nashor's scepter there, I wanted to go and remove those. And of course, in order to remove those, we need to go through and pull all of those gem sockets off and kind of revert it back on that. And in the process of this, inside that Divine Forge revert, there was also this casting rollback, and I couldn't really see anything in there because it said that my weapon needed to be in the initial state. But once finally going and taking everything down to that point, I went over there, and that's where I saw I could go and take this SS gear back to a regular old Reaper staff, get all those Divine Cubes back, and everything else with it. Which, not gonna lie, left me with a little bit of a you son of a gun. I could have sworn that I knew about this, I must have forgot about it. But at any rate, it's good to know that this is here, and the fact that if you do want to go and switch between weapons, this isn't going to cost anything like a swap talisman. And you may be asking yourself, well, if it doesn't cost a swap talisman, why would I go and use the swap feature in it? And that's the situation where I have this at Mythic already, so I'm going to get it back down to Mythic. But if you want to go to switch to a different weapon that you don't have at Mythic, well, that's when that swap talisman is going to come in and allow you to go and now switch those roles between them. Given that right now we only have armors and weapons, this means we actually only need to have 120 of these Divine Cubes to really max out our SS gear. And thank God with all the betting of the dice inside this martial arts, we're getting some radar out of it, which means it could be a little bit easier to get ourselves to this point, I mean, without spending the money like I did. So in theory, when we have all 6 pieces of gear out there, then 360 is going to be the number on this, but I think we'll be able to get this before we reach that point, and we can obviously go and use some of these Divine Cubes to go and work on these psionics here. I'm still sitting on 5 of these things right now. I probably could use them, I probably will, but at any rate, I'm just kind of holding off on these, just making sure that I'm getting as much of these cubes as I can. But I'm really hoping that now that we see this radar, that people are getting a little bit more comfortable that, hey, I am actually going to be able to go and get one of these pieces of SS gear. It might take a little bit longer than expected, but there's at least some light at the end of the tunnel. And as far as this AILOREN sword, I just got it. I really want to play with it a little bit, see how it is. So we'll come back with another video in the morning, kind of showing you what it's all about. Although with that Nashir scepter, I finally feel like I've had enough time to play with that and did make a best build for it. So if you want to see that, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.